Greetings, everyone. This is your masked friend, King Mob, and we are returning to Revachol. And wow, that's really loud. Disco Elysium. Let's get rolling. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. It's been a hell of a week. I missed last week due to food poisoning, which was far from enjoyable. Had a friend in that I hadn't seen in 10 years. Good friend of, I won't say he's a good friend. He was a coworker and a friend, but he was suddenly let go from my first place of employment in my current country, which I immigrated to, and they fumbled the firing so bad they had to give him 2 years severance. So he took that money and did what everybody dreams of doing: getting up and moving to another country. Aim this thing the right way. Ooh. So he's been over in Europe now for quite a number of years. I haven't seen him since then. But he wanted to go do his favorite Indian place in town. And it was a buffet, and I got food poisoning. Everybody in this house is sick. Been COVID testing. Hospitals are full of people with RSV and flu and the whole 9 yards. Still can't get flu shots here. Good work there, Mr. Fresh. But I've been holding out, except for that stomach bug I got from eating bad food. I've been doing pretty well. Been training. Been playing around in Adobe Premiere to edit and annotate all my training videos. Yeah. And I've been thinking about this game. So let's get into it. Good to see you, Kat. Good to see you, Equistenchman, as always. All right. Almost 10 o'clock. I don't know where we can sleep. Well, maybe it's time.
Yes? Excuse me?
Seem to be following me. Nothing.
You
Just
have
observation.
a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean? Hey, hotspot, Huntress. I couldn't sleep in the dumpster. I mean, it couldn't smell any worse than I already smell already. What do you mean distinctive?
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Yeah. You following?
Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Prioritizes containers. Yes, makes sense.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
You're kidding me. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Magpie struck, ADHD struck. You know, there's goodies. There's always goodies. How's the volume, guys? The volume good?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
Good. Thank you, ex-henchman there. Do I know how to operate this machine?
You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Wait, does it mean I know how to pilot it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it.
Release the clutch and squeeze it again.
Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
He puts it on hold, instead crackling softly like a bonfire. Probably you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Jules Pidio. Pidio. 41st, come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I got urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over.
I don't have it, my badge.
10-9, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. It's basically gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Jean, come here. A dry voice asks in the background. What is he?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Chester McLean had a very solid English accent.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha ha! Officer's lost his badge. Ha ha! Because the first got to replace
He
his badge.
says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Let's move on. I want to get reported and be done.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
Funny, I can't really see his face. That's interesting.
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough of this now.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back's making it difficult to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, It's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Wait,
Lying
wow.
over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it
Of course it
becomes
is my
it.
gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't... Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. Do you need further assistance? Over.
10-10, which 10-10, over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Motherfucker. Of course I lost my gun.
Yes?
Alright, be right back. This glass is all sticky. Lost my gun. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Everybody loves Kim. But let's get back inside and see if I can get to sleep. Okay, I need to get this crowbar out of my hand. I mean, yes, but also no. My connection with reality can't actually kill anybody, whereas the gun can. See if my room's still locked.
The door is closed.
Great, I can't get back in there now. Damn it. Yeah, I see that now. I have nothing to believe that... Nothing to make me believe that anything would be different. All about the money, you know? Well, last time I checked. Okay, once again, I am a bit at a loss of what to do now. Let's check my kit. Find out who's in the union box. Haven't figured that out. Thought I've already asked Kim about this after the initial inspection. I can't go inspect it yet because, well, you know what? Looks like they want to make me inspect it anyway. So let's give it a try.
There he still is, looking right
Let's
through
throw
you
up.
with his white. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retrieve.
There we go. Yeah, I countered that. Oh, I can talk.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RC.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Get that sorted out. But I'm gonna talk to the gardener real quick if she hasn't left yet. And get those salts.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. I'm a nighthawk. What can I say?
He flashes a smile.
There's a little meanness in that smile.
You still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me...
Well, you know, the corpse is gonna go anywhere. It is 10 o'clock. I am hungover. Let's go negotiate for a room.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it?
I wonder if we can come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kid's about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and... I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
I still have a key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
That's just funny. Gets a metal block installed in the back of the car.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Yes. Yeah, I already tried talking to him. It's like, look, I have 50 cents.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back.
transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look at the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okay, let's go down the canal. I think is here. And something here.
Yes?
Nothing. Oh, the pawn shop's this way. My brightness is a little too high on this monitor. I'll deal with it later. it is. I'm looking forward to training tomorrow. I've been putting in a lot of time at work. Let's get this going.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
By the way, you have to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Makes sense.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
To buy a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it. And
I think I know who has it.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
We have to find her.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
I know how I sold my
Of
firearm.
course.
What happened to it? Okay, something I like.
Traffic. I'm sorry, officer. Now that Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's try it again. Let's click on the right thing.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant. Gone forever.
The spinners appear iridescent. I'm clicking on things a little too quick. I gotta move my mouse over. Sorry about that.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Lieutenant explains the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the
Of
cash.
course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Takes the cash.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him. To compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
11.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay. I can
Another
sell
time,
you
perhaps.
weave. Okay. Yes, let's go. Go get things settled up. There we go. About the money I owe you.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well,
Here it is. Sorry for your trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The
Hello.
electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can...
Yes?
Okay. Time to level up. Pink. No! I keep forgetting I'm touching certain things. What do I want to do? Man, I really love visual calculus. Let's do it. Yeah. Only because of the lieutenant and his spinners he had. And they could have sent someone up to clean my room.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Wearing the goofiest clothes in the world.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Cigarettes are delicious.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Why'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash, the light of his cigarette illuminating a fleeting smile.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
Right then, deeper.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. So we didn't even inspect the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Say nothing. Look at the city.
As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is.
I think she has the gun.
We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't know why I do the things I do. No. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on the cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. It goes with the orange.
Looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Say nothing, just look into the
The
night.
dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuraga's glasses light up as he looks
they
to
do.
the sky.
Absolutely
Two
do. It's
glowing
disco.
circles.
Got deals with it.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in a GRIH.
Pulls on a cigarette. Why do they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in the Jamrock and the GIRH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are...
He shakes his
But
head.
we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation. At least do something.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He says quietly.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
What are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Let's see, if someone resists...
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Good. I'm glad it's turning out to be ASMR for you, Chuck. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, the voice acting is, so good. So good. I don't think I have.
Perhaps. But Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of kills.
So what happens to people we convict? Yeah, the narrators.
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Who makes all these
The coalition
rules?
government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absolutely fixed in a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it's the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
Mm-hmm. The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. You know how bad it is in here?
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
And what do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Interesting. What was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Well, I have an opinion.
Do you?
Jesus. We're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Looks at the roundabout. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Let's have a cigarette. Looks at the door.
Yes?
Real quick. Okay, let's check something. Are there any of these I can actually research? No, not yet. Nothing. Someone could clean my room, please. See you in the morning. See.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Crawl in. And a new day.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing, a bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with,
Okay.
what was it that the lieutenant
No more
said?
thoughts. Fall asleep.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh, what's this? We have to do a dream scene? Disco ball?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh god, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Whew. I need a drink.
Good going, buddy.
Oh god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. Do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
All right.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Okay, I'm gonna fix the sink. Fix the goddamn sink. No, I'm not going to fix the expression yet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Face.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
The beer beef. Oh, thank goodness I fixed that. The expression. We got I got 8 hours of sleep.
The door is closed. Still no answer.
Okay, let's go see what he's downstairs waiting for me. Aha! Just the people I wanted to see. Look at that. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Give you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
These are the men Gart told us about.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Okay, let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I'm gonna work on some things. Oh, revert. Keep doing the wrong thing. Okay. What do I need? I have like no authority.
Just a moment.
Old manager turns back to the camera.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Cafeteria manager appears genuinely
It's fine,
apologetic.
I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
Why didn't
Ask
you use the
God,
phone?
maybe.
Anyways. To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Nope. No connecting to Bluetooth, please. Fighting with these cords. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
That's out the window towards the bay.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
That expedition your husband's on.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Who's this scary person? Why do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
He smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Looks like a maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Probably Jacob or...
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
Turns to the lieutenant.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let you know you're here.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Hey, what with this rare insect your husband's looking for?
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Ah yes, Phasmatodea. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks in the eyes and nods thoughtfully.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
Is suspicion confirmed? Does it have cool powers?
Yes. It can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Except you find dead ones. What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
A newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Okay, sure.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
Seem really excited about this cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
So is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Okay, so what's so special about this stick bug?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
Woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Tell me more about this Morale, looks, character, relationship.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
Well, you've been married.
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How'd the two of you meet?
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
He smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Let's try again. If I was looking to meet him on the street, what'd I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild.
There we
even.
go.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
I got all the information I need.
I hope I've been useful.
Your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more...
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
I mean, she's nice, but you're
My
weirdo.
apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Maybe you can tell me about your cool cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
I know everything about cryptids. Living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it on.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Okay, that's all for now.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Goodbye. What's that? They're so thinly sliced you can see through them. Yeah, we're gonna go check the body again. Kilroy Kitsuragi. Yeah, that's him. He's very serious. Very serious, dude. But does smoke a cigarette to be cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that ampule.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Let's try it again.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Jesus. I didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
At your back, rhythmic.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
I can't keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
There's a pause.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Thought gained. Volumetric shit compressor.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another.
Okay, volumetric shit compressor. Okay, let's see this. Your shit is a part, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compress into a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta pay a point to forget too. I see. So I'm gonna lose a lonesome way home because I don't need speed. I'm gonna try to do it without taking speed. But I definitely want to keep those 9mm finger pistols though. And of course, the left-wing dial of options give you 4 experience while taking a negative to calculus and authority. Wait, what's up? I'm waiting. Mr. Stenchman, I'm waiting to see what you said. Look closer at lonesome. Oh, at what? Learning cap for procession. Raised to 5. I don't know what that exactly means. Let me go check. Oh. I'm already here, aren't I? I already have a 5 in perception. But with that, I could take my motoric space is 4, so I could take my perception up to 9. I'm understanding this correctly. So I just need to unlock another thought slot, I think. Looks like he's got tattoos. Notice that. Okay. Anyways, let's go spend a half hour. Let's see what I could possibly do here. No, I'm not drinking. Find a way inside the There we go. Let's ask him about the clothes in the trash. Yeah, can I build another house? Yes. Hey, Kuno. Fuck.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Act time. Try to separate. Kuno.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you, it's whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
God, you can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad. I'm glad she's out of your hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again.
What's up with her?
Or you
She's
will.
terrifying. Crazy.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
Punches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smokes?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Really? Did you do smaller overpower
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops did you kill?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
No, you're not.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Kuno, do you think it's possible she's killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
He usually looks you straight in the eye. A little something just crumbled there.
She has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
What's that language she uses? Napakadifig.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse Vasa on the tundra and tiger-covered Isola of Katla. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
Could she be Suarez?
Suruese? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
I can respect that.
Alright. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of Etonite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and fuck back in there.
No, I keep throwing up, but I can't investigate the body at all.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Maybe you got some advice for me? I mean, you're handling it pretty well.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
Kuno-fied non-vomiter, here I go.
That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Okay, you're back to throwing
Kuno
rocks.
care?
Okay, I want to discuss the body with you again.
Fuck about it.
Something
You're
else.
testing. Get lost. Yeah. The kingdom of
That
Kuno.
man's clothes were in the
fuck do
trash
you want
container.
with it?
How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Need to know. Could be a lead investigation.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating. I already had the...
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
The ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
You say the ladder's unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Let's hit the greenhouse over there.
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Hold on. Gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Young woman by the rolling in rags?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Looks at you, the eye and nods.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden bed. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
That's this mug
Suspicious.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
What's this racist mug have to do with
Yeah,
me?
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Like I'm saying, someone's tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's cool.
Tell the Kuno who
damn
it
it.
was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
That's tense. Someone going down to the beat-down basement. Mug guy's gonna get tied to the radiator. He doesn't know who put that shit in there. If he did, he wouldn't squeal. You can find out, maybe you can. Tell Kuno who it was.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
That's how they
Get
hiss.
away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a... Kuno doesn't...
There we go. Okay, let's go talk to the lady. Look at me getting stuff done. Already paid my bill. Oh, she ain't here. She's a night owl, she says. Alright, let's see what else I have in my... That's the gardener, about gardening at Munch. Will not drink. I still have to figure this one out. Can't inspect the body. Who put the clothes in the trash? There we go, let's ask Gart.
Can I help you?
So another thing.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line's dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
The truly there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I just want to know who you expect. Who you suspect.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill.
So I can't go in the kitchen. Well, I can't.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe but I'm really hungry.
And want me to make an exception for you? You're not even a hostel guest till you pay your outstanding bills.
I paid my bills.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. Yes?
Thank you. Alright, let's see what my other notes say. Okay, Joyce's info on the... Who made the call? Smoker in the balcony. That's the one I need. Track down your badge. Track down your gun. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to Kunanese. Kunanes? Didn't see how many E's there was. Let's talk.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Listen, child, that corpse made me puke twice. I wonder why you don't.
Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Try talking again.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mine.
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got done!
So it's a girl.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me.
Ha! Nice little Snoop Dogg reference there. Only the top of her hat remains. I'm gonna go. Well, she might stab me. We'll see what happens. Barring that, I need to continue my investigation and figure out how to get into the goddamn chimney. Hang on. Memorize the title. Lose 87, Radio City. Seems important. Okay. Talk to this dude. Or lady. whoever it might be. Might be a lady. Yes. The sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing a book. That Lou's Radio City you're reading?
Yes, a sci-fi.
Without reverting her attention from the book. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
A working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Need help with policeman?
What with?
It's hard to focus.
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
What I'm hearing is you really don't know your husband.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing it.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
What's your browse books?
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
Give her a hug.
You step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks,
"What is happening?"
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby. She steps back and returns her attention to books, pretending this hug didn't happen. The woman before you.
Wandered around giving people hugs. I'll tell you what. Those are the kind of people who run shit. Okay. I am weak. I'll not be able to pick this up.
The barbell waits patiently.
Okay, let's get my gear out here. Okay. Put away this. Pull out my flashlight.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Question is, what did they start with and what did they pivot?
That's a good question.
A strange leap of imagination. Yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play, nothing happens.
Play again?
The speaker comes to life.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
That's all for now.
Thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still.
I have to get into the goddamn chimney.
This old fireplace is the whole thing resembles. Your flashlight, some of the writing. As before, an iron safety. This is directly above the central furnace in the center.
There has to be some way I can get. Someone live here. Someone's squatting here. I wonder what everybody else thinks. Let's go to this door again, though. I have to go to the ice cream maker.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty.
I have to go to the ice cream maker. Remember now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Yeah, hello.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
Hello, are you there? Speak with me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low
After you, officer.
Where's the ice cream maker?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid. But no, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. Like...
Quick set. There we go.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Pry bar not strong
it has
enough.
a hand-cranked ice cream churn.
If there's something in there I need to get.
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one lies...
I'm a little bit worried what happens if I turn it off. It starts to defrost. But let's go talk to that lady. Police work is tough. Take breaks. I'm gonna. It's almost 11 o'clock here. Hey. There we go. Hey, you are living here. Trays full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. All the worst. Hundreds of them. Candy dispensers contain thousands of dice. There's something here that I can interact with. Or not.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Red-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
Taps her head.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you want to know about Amelia?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She passes the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Maybe for something else. Let's get your eyes with yours. Yes.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games.
Beautiful room.
I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
Walls around here are covered in rows of precious stones and
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Hey, where are we anyways? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Look at the variety of bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there's still signs of coal black soot.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Lieutenant looks around their spacious room, the ceiling fading into the shadows.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
This place is cursed. Do you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wind howls in the furnace shaft below. But Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energy.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There's hardly any customers. She has to exploit her own daughter to keep the business going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
No, the Whirling Rag isn't doing well either. The wood just stick off and the customers have trouble paying their bills.
And then there is me.
Besides looking at a messy work table, also like the tools left scattered. Knives to carving files.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies with this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I'm starting to think there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane, but I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we could see.
What happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Same about this window. It's not even going to ask about that maybe.
Yeah, don't.
Looks down and up again. Used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
They are.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
So a bit of experimenting. Customers should be more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Mm-hmm. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who was Artemiteps?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
I guess that Kuno needs a community-centric boxing.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
A little ginger gremlin, like some
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How'd the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's with the rollerblades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Oh, it's a startup. Everything here is startups.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What did these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Lieutenant Stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now,
They were just props. Why return them?
Yeah.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
You close your eyes and some remnant of memory lights in your face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
Yes, makes sense.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway. You can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
You know, they must have been on a gigantic eco trip.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Too bad I would have supported. My show for work on time isn't really hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
I just wander the shelves full of dice prototypes and discarded.
Anything else?
Found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't know insects had any rights, or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Huh?
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
So terrifying. I'll make buildings income. It's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
You tell me the doorbell with the empty card is yours.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I saw a name East Delta Pinball.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
What? Strange thing happened when I called the company name Substream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Play Sounds from the books. Tricentennial Electrics?
What?
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
It may have been some kind of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Wondering about the whirling rags.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place.
Sure, I'm listening.
It's also making stuffed animals.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
The terrifying tactical taxidermy bear in the basement.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She leans closer and smiles, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
All right, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally. Fritta does the same thing.
Oh, girl, it's like that. She works as a cashier.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Once her eyes randomly something painful.
The bear.
Pete's pressing the thumbs into her temples, trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work
a building
too well
full
either,
of startups.
And half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I killed the bear.
You did what?
Unplug the fridge to help Revachol ICT cut their losses.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
It's a mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
And
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Dust beams swirl more than light. No eyes.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long. I'm pretty sure it's still
More questions
sure.
about
I'm listening
other
to
questions.
it. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of
No, she
cobalt.
doesn't. Of course she doesn't.
That was my first order. I
You
grew
like
it from there.
role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the rolling?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Do something to try to come up with the sound.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Looks out the window. Pale light comes in. Ever took your eyes off your work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answer.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay. Tell her what happened. And then I'm gonna call it. Special whiskey though. Oh. Excuse me, my bourbon. Some bad news for you.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there. Just heaps of garbage. So much to let the sun shine.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
To the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
No curse, because there's too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
Gossip with it.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
First, you're one of the inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simonese wards to thank for the protection they provide.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
watch it if you're scared.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Here we go. Let's open a new thing. So let's get... What does this do? Derealization. Damn-boo. Okay. Something about... You get your head. Shot himself in the mouth and died one day in his cabinet. Be common to shoot yourself in the mouth. Think about this irks you. Let's get this volumetric shit compressor going here. What a mess. Goddamn mess. In any case, I hope everybody who came for some delicious ASMR got it from my dulcet tones and the incredible voice acting they have in this game. Everybody, please stay safe. Please wear your mask. Please get vaccinated as much as possible. Be safe, be good, and make good decisions. Unlike poor Harry here. Everyone have... And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. The fact that you're not asleep, that's even better. Good night, y'all.